we are here to make connections with people. We are here to help people. That's what we're put on earth to do, right? That's our purpose. Okay, so we do that. We're going to start at day one. Okay, somebody has talked to us, somebody has listened to us, and we decide to come in. And we decide, well, I want to save the most money. All the products sound amazing. I want to get on them. So we get the platinum pack, right? If we're able. $1,000 or $1,250 plus tax to start a business that, as you can see from Gabe in the Pro 10 earnings statement, could potentially be a 7-figure income. To start a potentially 7-figure a year income business with $1,250 plus tax, it's worth selling something. It's worth sacrificing something. Just do it. So if it's at all possible, I'm going to sign up with a $1,250 pack, and I do. Then I immediately start listening, looking for my friends who have a need. And I basically say, hey, you know, I heard you talking about you were unsatisfied with XYZ, right? You know, are you open to looking at a solution for that? Who's going to say no to that, right? So you talk to 1 or 2 or 3 people a day, depending on your schedule. If you work full time, maybe you can call somebody on the way to work, at lunch, and on the way home. If you do that every single day, somebody is going to see it like you see it. Just what I said, there's millions of people out there that are going to see this the way you see it, right? Your job is to find them by listening to their pains and asking if they're open to a solution. You do that. Okay, you're a Pro 1, right? I'm sorry, I'm using myself as the example. I'm a Pro 1. I just signed up with a platinum pack. Okay, I find somebody, maybe week 1 I don't find anybody that sees it, but guess what? If I talk to 3 people a day, 6 days a week, well, let's say 5 days a week to make math easy, okay? That's 15 people that I've shared this potential solution to with, or maybe not, maybe all of them aren't open, but at least 10 will be open to looking at it. Say none of them see it the way I see it, but at least 1 or 2 are going to want to be healthier, right? Maybe 1 or 2 are already taking coenzyme Q10 or resveratrol or something, and maybe wanting to simplify their health regimen. So I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 customers on the Vitality Stack. I tell you why, and I'm going to take a little bit of a diversion here. Why offer somebody one of the 4 legs of health, one of the health table? You know, one leg on a table, it's not going to stand up. Why not offer them all 4? It's kind of like that, and this is still my diversion. It's kind of like that salesman that comes that's in a clothing store, and this gentleman comes in and he wants a suit, he wants a shirt, he wants a tie, he wants pants, he wants a belt, and everything the salesman shows that gentleman, he buys. And the salesman, when the gentleman walks out of the door, the salesman is so excited. He asks his boss, did you see that amazing sale? He bought $1,100 worth of stuff. And the owner of the store asked him, what did he say no to? Okay. That salesman thought spending $1,100 on a suit, tie, jacket, pants all at once was just huge. But that was the salesman's limit, right? It wasn't the gentleman's limit. The gentleman might have bought 2 or 3 suits, might have thought, well, maybe I have it in black, but you're right. Yeah, navy would be great, or maybe a beige suit for summer. Okay. Don't let your limiting beliefs limit someone else's. Okay. So maybe you got in, or I got in at the gold pack or the silver pack or the start kit. Am I going to not tell somebody that I'm talking about the platinum that saves them the most and gives them all the products to use and share and talk about? No, I'm going to not let my limiting beliefs, and hopefully I don't have any limiting beliefs, right? Limit what I offer somebody else. I'm going to let them say no to the next level. Okay. You know, so Vitality Stack, Axio, that's, you know, a given. Do they want to be in a great physical condition? Get them, you know, tell them about the physique. Do they want to have appetite suppression and blood sugar regulation? Tell them about Curb, the cleanse. I mean, we have so many products. So now I'm going back to the Pro 2. I've got a customer the first week, at least one, right? It's so easy. At least one Vitality Stack customer, at least. Maybe I have a Vitality Stack Physique and Axio customer. That will be even better. But I'm going along. I've got my Platinum Pack, 1,000 PV. I've got my one Vitality Stack customer. I continue to do that the very next week. Guess what? I have another Vitality Stack customer. Okay, so now I've got 250 more volume in addition to my 1,000 volume, I've got $1,250 in volume. I'm halfway to Pro 2, right? The following week, I do it again. Oh, I got a distributor. I got $1,000 distributor. Maybe I got a $500 distributor, but let's just say $1,000 because I'm giving people the choice, and people want to save the most money generally, right? So they're going to pick, if they're able, if they see the vision, which I'm going to make sure they see the vision, because who doesn't, I'm going to be talking to their needs. I'm going to be addressing what their needs were. Their needs are more time freedom, more health, more impact on the world, right? So they're going to get another the $1,000 or the 1,000 volumes. So now I've got a partner, and she or he and I both have the Platinum Pack, and I have my 2 Vitality Stack customers. So that's 2,250 volume, right? Yes, 2,250 volume. And that's the 3rd week. Well, I've probably got a customer that week too, because I'm doing the same thing I was doing the previous 2 weeks. So now I'm $250 away from being, I'm sorry, $125 away from being a Pro 2. The following week, I get another customer. Okay, I'm a Pro 2. What do I do the next month? Okay, my $1,000 volume's not there. My new Platinum distributor's $1,000 volume isn't there. Oh no, I went from hero to zero, right? What do you do? Well, do the same thing, okay? Because now what you've done has been exponentially increased. It's doubled, right? So the next month, I go out and I'm doing the same thing. I'm presenting options for people that have needs. As Gloria said, we're looking for the people that want something different. We find someone, they get in as a as a platinum, or maybe a gold, maybe a silver, depending on their choice, their options, not my limitations. And my new partner from last month, guess what they're doing? They're doing the same thing I'm doing, because I taught them. Do what I do. Reach out to people, ask questions, listen, ask questions, offer options, ask if people are open, do that. And the next month, so my new new distributor now has another distributor. Guess what? They're at 1,000 volume, and they've got their new customers, and they've got another, and that person, the new distributor, does the same thing. So all we have to do is do the same thing that got us to Pro 2 in the beginning, and teach the person that we brought in to do the same thing, and now you're going to double. Okay, so you get to Pro 2 again. Now you've got $100 in Pacesetter promotion bonus for the first month. You got $100 in Pacesetter promotion for the second month, in addition to all the 40% Smart Starts, right? What Gabe told me in the very first year I was in this business blew my mind, as I had never seen it. And it's all from that book. The book is The 4-Year Career. I wish I had it right here. If you find one distributor a month, every month, and teach that one distributor to find one distributor a month, every month, that's going to be 2 people who find 2 people the second month. That's 4 people. Now you've got 4 people who each find a person. That's 8 people. And you got 8 people that each find a person. That's 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, blah, 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 blah. By the end of a year, if you keep that up, you have 4,096 distributors in your organization. Well, today I don't have that many, but if I could produce and duplicate a perfectly replicating system, I would. And that is obviously never going to happen. Nothing duplicates perfectly, but just open your mind. As Gloria and Gabe say, think bigger sooner. Debbie Zito says that all the time. Think bigger sooner, because big things can happen. Don't limit yourself. In the beginning of this year, I literally looked at where I was, and I think my volume was around, well, I was around 85,000, because I hit Pro 7 in November, and then in December, you know, life happens. In December, people celebrate Christmas, people take their eye off their business. Typically, I didn't, but they do typically. And so my volume contracted 85,000. But I was looking at that and just going, well, if I double that, I mean, basically it's just doing what I did again, right? You know, that's almost Pro 8, right? So it happened. So you just have to look at, okay, doubling is doable, right? Well, if you double it, you know, again and again and again, that's 10 times, right? 10, well, I gotta add another again, but 10 times thinking is what we should be doing for vision casting. The 10x rule. I mean, if you're a pro 1, 10x is Pro 4, right? If you're a Pro 4, which is 10,000 in volume, 10x is Pro 7. Okay, if you're a Pro 7, 10x is Pro 10. It's a million. So don't let your limiting beliefs slow you down. So again, how do you get to Pro 3? You duplicate what you did to get you and your new distributor, or me and my new distributor in my example. Keep using my, losing and changing my pronouns, whatever. But you do that again, and now you're Pro 3, which is 5,000 in volume. Do you know what happens when you get to Pro 3? You unlock 2 of the compensation plan levels. First of all, you're eligible for the matching bonus, right? Because only Pro 3s are able to get a matching bonus, which is 10% of the residual check of all of your personally enrolled, plus 5% of theirs, 5% of theirs, 5% of theirs, and 5% of theirs. So you're paid 5 levels down matching bonus. You're not taking away from your people, you're just benefiting from what they are receiving, because the company compensates you for training your person to do the same thing you're doing. So now you get the 30% matching bonus, 10% on your personally enrolled, 5% 4 levels down. That's another 20%. So 30% matching bonus is unlocked when you hit Pro 3. Never mind the $250 Pacesetter Pro 3 bonus, which you get the first month. The second month you hit Pro 3, you get another $250 if you do it within the first 90 days. The same with the Pro 2, if you do that within your first 30 days. Okay, so the other thing that happens at Pro 3 is you get paid the launch bonus. So whenever somebody that you have enrolled, or anyone below them, if they're not yet Pro 3, enrolls a Platinum Pack, you will receive $50. That's the launch bonus. If they enroll a Gold Pack, if you're a Pro 3 and nobody below you in that line is a Pro 3, you're going to get $25. And if somebody enrolls a Silver Pack, you're going to get $12.50. That's just awesome little free money on a subcategory of your check every month on the 15th. So hitting Pro 3 is quite important. If you continue to do that, guess what? If you help your Pro 2s get to Pro 3s, and you help your new distributors get to Pro 2, and you teach them to do the same thing, what's going to happen to you? You're going to be a Pro 5. If you can do that in the biggest month in network marketing, which is January, when everyone's looking for a change, everyone's ready for new year, new them, everyone's open to starting something new, this is the time to do it. This company is giving us till the end of January 31st, 2019, to hit Pro 5. What Gloria just did in December, the slowest month of the year. Outstanding, amazing, beautiful, but I can't even, I'm so proud of her. You can do this in January. You get a limited time, hopefully we'll crush this as a company and they'll decide to keep it, but right now it's going to stop at January 31st. So get your butt to Pro 5 soon, like in the next 2 or 3 weeks. You're going to get $500 extra. And then if you maintain it the next month, you're going to get $750 extra. That doesn't take away from the $500. You got $500 last month, you'll get $750 next month. And if you do it again, they're going to give you another $1,000. That's $2,250 extra on top of the $250, $250, $100, $100 that you got for hitting Pro 2 within a month and maintaining it, and hitting Pro 3 within 3 months and maintaining it. I don't even know what that all adds up to. 700, I don't know. Forget it. $700 plus $2,250 is $2,950, I believe. Extra money on the table. So I think I've prattled on for 25 minutes. I just want to reemphasize, just do, listen. You have 2 ears, listen, identify a pain, ask questions, ask if they're open, offer a solution if they're open, only if they're open. Don't tell. Don't talk about SOD, don't talk about glutathione. Just ask if they're open and let them see, guide them, help them, hold their hands, show them, but use the tools, okay? And I always say, don't be a tool, use the tools. All right, Gabe, I'm going to turn it